into tables or sheets. Let's say we're building a patient record-keeping system for a doctor's office, and we're going to build it in Microsoft Excel. First, let's look at a small piece of that system, the contact information for the patients. It starts simply enough with a sheet that has a row for each patient. That row has a unique patient ID number, their first and last name, email address, phone number, and home address. But what if we want to add a second phone number for a patient? Maybe their work number, or their cell phone number, or even an emergency contact number. We could just add more columns, but the same issue comes up for addresses. Work, home, and even previous addresses are things you might need. If we just keep adding columns for all the patient's contact information, we'll eventually have a bloated, mostly empty, inefficient table like this. So instead, in our Excel model, we'll create a separate sheet for phone numbers, and each row in that sheet is just a phone number, the patient ID it refers to, and a label like home. We'll do the same thing for addresses. We already need to go to 3 different sheets just to look at a single patient, and we're only at the tip of the iceberg and haven't even thought about any medical data yet. Add in more sheets for medications, more sheets for office visits, more sheets for emergency contacts, lab results. You can see how this gets out of hand quickly. This is exactly how developers work with data in relational database. You can see how complicated, error-prone, and slow that would be. Mongodb takes an entirely different approach. Data is stored in records we call documents, and just like physical medical records, one patient's document can have 3 phone numbers, 2 addresses, and 20 prescriptions, and it can live right next to another patient document that only has 1 phone number, 1 address, and no prescriptions. Records aren't restricted to having the same number of columns. Documents let you structure data in a way that is efficient for computers to process and natural and easy for humans to read. This is incredibly powerful for developers,